I feel like we need to talk about what happened with the elven gods and more specifically Lolth. So let's talk about the basics of this Drow goddess. You probably already know that Lolth is the main goddess of the Dark Elves, but did you know that this wasn't always the case? Once, years ago, she was Araushnee, a lesser elven goddess and consort to the elven god Corellon, the patron god of the elves. Araushnee, however, grew ambitious. A proud elf, she wasn't all too content anymore with just being the consort and wanted more. She thought of a plan to get rid of Corellon and take his place for her own. For this plan, she worked together with Gruumsh, the orc god. The now Spider Queen tampered with her husband's scabbard, and when Gruumsh attacked the elven god, he wouldn't be able to defend himself properly. This plan, however, was foiled by Sehanine Moonbow, another elven goddess. Sehanine Moonbow, the daughter of the night skies, the lady of dreams, had seen what Araushnee was planning and intervened. Though despite Sehanine's help, Corellon was still wounded during the battle against Gruumsh. Elven myths hold that Corellon's blood mingled with Sehanine's tears created the first elves. Back home, however, his wife wasn't done plotting. She had gathered an army of gods that opposed the Seldarine, the elven gods, and had them attack while Corellon was wounded. Knowing the attack would most likely fail, she had enchanted Corellon's scabbard. She knew their daughter, Elistre, would come to her father's aid. Being the expert bow user she was, no doubt able to defend her father. The enchantment on Corellon's scabbard, however, would draw his daughter's arrow straight to him, making it seem as if she shot him. Before the battle had started, Araushnee had made sure to imprison Sehanine as well, she being the only one who knew about her betrayal. The battle then went on as she had hoped. Elistre, in an attempt to save her father from a raging orc god, let loose her arrows and they hit true. Elistre had shot her own father. Despite the mortally wounded Corellon, the Seldarine was still able to fight off the invaders. Before Araushnee could finish him off, using poison which she claimed was cleansing water, Sehanine had proven to be able to break free from her imprisonment and appeared in the aftermath. Sehanine, Adri and Hanali, three lesser elven gods, joined together to form the triune goddess of Angarath, using their combined powers as one to save Corellon's life. When the elven god awakened, the trial for Arausnee's betrayal commenced. This trial ending with Corellon's words, "Araushnee, your sentence has been spoken by the Seldarine. For what you have done, for what you have become, you are declared Tanari. Be what you are and go where you must." Tanari are the most vile and evil of demons, and by declaring his consort as such, he spoke banishment over her. Furious, Araushnee attempted one last attack, transforming into a spider creature and lunging for Corellon. Even after all she had done, the Lord of Elves could not bring himself to finish her off and let her escape. Araushnee then took up the name Lolth and made her way to the 66th layer of the Abyss, the Demon Web Pits, conquering it for herself. It is from here that she started brooding her revenge, ultimately coming up with the plan of turning the Dark Elves into a bitter and evil race. This didn't come easy, however. Lolth started with just one Dark Elf, whom she also took on as a consort. The Dark Elven nations didn't necessarily live in war with each other, but it was Lolth who slowly managed to turn them all against each other and further her influence with promises of power and victory. Over the centuries, the Spider Queen managed to subject more and more Dark Elves to her rule, and as such, becoming the main deity of the Dark Elves. There is one who tries her best to undo this, however, the same one who had come to the defense of her father, unknowingly shooting him with her own bow, Elistre. After the banishment of Lolth and all gods who had worked with her, including Corellon's own son, Elistre had chosen to leave as well. She realized that her mother wouldn't give up that easily and saw through her plans of converting the Dark Elves. As the daughter was never the most popular of deities, and her mother causing war after war, Elistre's followers dwindled further and further. As such, she didn't have the strength to face Lolth head on. Instead, she works unseen, attempting to guide the Dark Elves away from the worship of Lolth. These Dark Elves can often hear a gentle and alluring melody, trying to guide them away from the cruelties of the Underdark and the evil Spider Queen. While most live their life ignoring this out of fear for the repercussions, Elistre has succeeded in guiding some from their path of evil. Dark Elves that are found to betray their Spider Queen for favor of Elistre, however, are most often sacrificed to the Queen of the Demon Web Pits. Now you know how Lolth came into power, and if you appreciate this video, make sure to hit the like button. Also, check out my video on Moon Elves. Before you go though, happy holidays and take care.